It's your boy Manny in the house.
Danny B.
Manny, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I grew up in the Bay Area, the Berkeley, Oakland area.
Okay.
I went to Berkeley High, went to Skyline. After that, pretty much chill, smoke a lot of pot.
Oh, nice.
Smoke a lot of weed.
Hell yeah.
I just chill. I just live life chill. You know, stay on the grind easy. Play the game easy. Not all matter. Just rookie.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
When it comes to video games, I'm a Battlefielder. Your question was again. I'm sorry. What do I like to do?
A little bit about yourself.
About
Yeah.
myself, I'm from El Salvador. My family is predominantly Caucasian, and which I love, and pretty much I.
Hold on. You said Salvadorian Caucasian.
Yeah.
So where did you get how did that matchup work?
Okay, so during the Civil War, it was illegal to adopt in El Salvador, and so my parents, they met some El Salvadorians that knew somebody that wanted to give a baby up for adoption, and they ended up meeting them and hiring lawyers to get me out of the country. And it got to the point where they had to fire all four of them, and then the U.S. Embassy told them that it was just the country was way too crazy for them to go on their own. If they want to go, they're on their own. And
So you're adopted.
I was adopted, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Has that influenced the way you see life in a positive or a negative way?
Yeah, in many ways actually. Like the way I see it is that, you have your family, but to me, I have a saying that is, family is thicker than blood. That you can create family, and family doesn't have to come from the womb, from the same womb. You can create bonds that are stronger than family, just as strong, wherever you go.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
And you mentioned pot.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Gotta love it.
I wasn't adopted, but I grew up in the system, in the foster system.
Okay.
And
You weren't though.
no, I wasn't adopted.
Okay.
So I went family to family.
Gotcha.
And you experience a lot of stuff. Being a younger foster kid, there was older foster kids, there was a lot of influence.
Yeah.
So the weed was there. And it was around when Purple came out. Everybody was smoking Purple, and I grabbed me a swisher and started smoking. It was easy access. It's everywhere in the community. Now it's legal.
Yeah.
So that's how I got introduced to pot.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Nowadays.
And so you tried it because you were influenced, right? Or
Yeah, I mean, pretty much because I was just doing it to be cool. Like, it wasn't even about, like, maybe I was pretending to be high, or then I was just, just trying to fit in as a kid. Just basically trying to fit in.
That's what it is, really.
That's what it is.
It's a what is it called? It's a social drug.
Yeah. Yep. Social drug.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how I got into it. I've been smoking ever since. 420 at Hippie Hill was just last month. They try to not have it, but
Yeah, they
still
canceled
They
it.
can't
But
stop
they,
that.
They can't stop that.
They
It
can't
wasn't
stop
canceled.
that. Nah,
It wasn't canceled.
they can't stop that.
But was it rough being in foster care, or you kind of just lived your life no matter what?
I think the roughest times in foster care, growing up as a foster kid, is going to so many different schools. As soon as you get comfortable at school,
Yeah.
you come home, your bag's packed. As soon as you make new friends
Oh my gosh.
and going to different cities, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. That's the hardest part about
Okay.
being a foster kid.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. That and holidays. Holidays was the hardest, but
Yeah.
it made me tough actually.
Yeah.
It made me tough. And I love my kids. I have kids of my own now, and
Okay.
they're right by my side.
And now you can make it so that they don't
Yeah.
ever have to face that ever again.
Exactly. Yeah, they're spoiled. They would never even think of not having what they don't want. You know?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm not a parent yet, but
Okay.
I wish one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till my 40s.
Okay.
Well, for guys, it's okay because you guys can have kids whenever, but
Yeah.
women's a little harder.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It sucks hearing that you guys were, adopted or in foster care because I don't really come across a lot of people who have been adopted or have been part of the, like you said,
Yeah. Well,
the system.
well, the
Institution.
system a little like okay. So one of my foster homes, my foster brother, he was actually adopted by the family.
Hmm.
So they had him since a baby,
Right.
and he would consider himself lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Ben took him out the circumstances that he would have been in. A lot of people that's adopted are lucky. I understand. Yeah. You don't feel disadvantaged. You feel lucky. And with foster care, some of the same things. Like a lot of qualities I got, I think, being taken away from my original parents because I wouldn't have the mindset that I have today. So
Yeah.
it's hard, but
Yeah.
look at the good.
Cause where I'm from, at the time, they were kidnapping children. Even lawyers were kidnapping children. They had to hide me. I wasn't even born with a name, and you were either getting kidnapped by the government or by the rebels. And so, yes,
I'm sure that's still happening currently as we speak.
Oh yeah, and I'm one of those lucky ones.
Yeah, working ones for sure. Yeah. And if
You're
the
right.
government doing that, who's coming to save you? I mean, that is like,
No, they're the
Yeah.
ones coming to arm you.
yeah, that's crazy.
Child soldiers.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's why,
Don't trust the government.
yeah, that's why a lot of people think they're tough, big and bad. I'm like, listen, you go to another country and try to be a thug or try to be, we got it nice out here. You see them videos of the other countries, you're not tough. I mean, Oakland might be bad, San Francisco might be bad, you might be from a hood, but not like the other countries.
It was one of the presidents that said it best. He warned us. He was the older president. I think it was RFK. He said the scariest words you could ever hear is, "Hi, we're with the government and we're here to help."
True.
Yeah. And those are facts. Those are
Yeah,
like
those are facts.
yeah,
We're
those
here to
are
help.
words that he said word for word. And I think he might have been assassinated. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did a good assessment, yeah.
He was speaking the truth.
Yeah, speaking true. That's why it was helping a lot of people with the COVID shot. They did some good, they did some bad, but they couldn't wait to get it. Everybody get one,
Right?
Yeah, come get one. Just come get one, and it's just free. And
I had to get one.
I had to get one too.
I had to.
I had to get one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could travel. So I had to get one.
There's
but-
no bypass on that.
Yeah, no
unfortunately.
bypass.
Yeah.
No bypass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're from Sacramento.
Yeah. Originally El Salvador.
Right. And you're from Berkeley.
I would say Oakland,
Oakland.
Berkeley.
So we're all Bay-Starians.
Yeah.
Bay-Starians.
for sure.
All right. So
Yeah.
so we know that.
Yeah.
Now tell me something that I don't know about, that people don't normally know about you. And then you. But let's start with him.
Sometime on my free time, I write music. I like art. I like cars, like any type of car, any year, any make, model. Love it. Whether it's a '95 Toyota or like a newer car. I love older cars really because anybody could drive a nice new car. It don't really show that you took care of it.
Yeah.
But to take care of an older car, there's something about it that I love it. I just love cars.
That's tight.
You write. What kind of writing is it?
Oh,
Is it rap? Is it
It's like
lyrics?
poetry, it's
Poetry.
lyrics, rap. It's all I'm just feeling at that.
Okay. Have you written like scripts?
I have read scripts before. Yeah.
You're my guy.
I
love writing too. I love writing
I love
too.
writing, yeah.
I wrote music in college actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was studying world music, and then I dropped out. But yeah, nevertheless, art has been a part of my life.
Okay.
What about yourself?
Something that you might not know about me is that something you know about me is that I'm a firefighter. Really on and off. I've done 4 years of it, but I've also been a bank robber. I've been convicted of bank robbery.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a balance? You rescue people, but you also committed
Yeah.
a huge crime.
Yeah.
I love
I
this.
didn't know it came, so I couldn't predict it. If it came so left field,
Right.
I'm over here thinking my weed is a problem.
No,
Let me
brother.
loosen up.
No, brother, you're straight. That's why I'm like supportive of the
Yeah,
part,
okay.
like, yeah.
Backing it up, I want to hear the bad things first.
Yeah.
Robbery.
Yeah.
You robbed the bank.
6 of them with a 7.
6 of them.
Yeah. Well, I was federally indicted and arrested by federal agents.
I love criminals here in this podcast. I'm just kidding. Criminals are people too. Anyway,
I did my time.
so what led to that? Give us a little bit of background on
Yeah.
that story.
Well, I was just in a desperate corner, and I was 19, having fun, balling out. For some reason, the federal government gave me like $40,000, and then
For some reason?
for no reason. Yeah.
Oh, for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
That never happened to me.
And yeah, when I was 18, and then like when I was like 19, I was actually really good with it, and then well, I was in high school with it too, but I bought my mom a car, the first thing I bought, and then along the way, I don't know, I became a drug addict, and then one day, people didn't trust me. I burned so many bridges, and then one day I woke up out of an alley and just said, I'm robbing a bank today. And because I was the year before, I was on my iPad just like reading about it, and Sac County told me word for word how a young lady robbed banks and got away with them. They're looking for her. She's already done 6. And so I'm thinking like, oh my God, that's a wild story.
Yeah.
And then I ended up falling into heroin, and then just that morning I woke up by sheriff's, and then that day I was just like, you know what, I need to go get my fix, and I chose robbing banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Was it with like? Because I know a lot of people they rob them with the notes.
I can't talk about how I did
Yeah, you
it.
can't. Okay.
Yeah,
I knew. I was
yeah.
like, there's maybe some stuff I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some parts I can't really talk.
How long did you serve jail?
4 years, 2 months.
4 years and 2 months. Did that change? How did that change you? Consequent wise, did it soften you up? Did it make it harder? Hate life more? How did you deal with that?
Well, it made life hard because when I got out, I got out 3 months into the pandemic, so I was just like socially
this is
like
fairly recent then.
yeah, and it was like, so things were crazy hard to adjust to, because like while I'm trying to like build my life back together, getting paid $15 an hour. Everybody's sitting home getting paid like $20,000 an hour, like $20,000 a month, and
EDD.
yeah, EDD, yeah, and so it was just like a wild time for me, because I get out, I'm with my boys, and then there's all these beautiful girls, and we're all just having fun, and then all of a sudden, boom, the world shuts down, and then there's all these crimes, the world's the U.S. is on fire, and there's just crime going up the yin yang, and yeah, it's
Is anybody watching us? Just curious. One person.
yeah,
I love it.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you, Rachel, watching?
No, I'm watching it live.
Right, you are. You're a part of the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, so was this robbery before or after you became a fireman?
Before I became a fireman.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were struggling financially? You weren't making enough as a fireman, or?
Well, no, I didn't. At first I just did I worked for an arborist company, and then I was trying to get into fire, because there's a fire program that I did for 2 years while I was in prison, and so I was extremely strong. I knew what I was doing.
Fire camp.
Yeah, the inmate fire station, and so I found a private firm based out of Montana, and they have a firm in Chico, and so I went through their courses where they have they pretty much put you on a fire within like a month. And as long as you do all the paperwork stuff, because Cal Fire and the U.S. Forest Service make it so hard to hire. That's why they have such low employment rate, because they make it so bureaucratic. So this that where private company they can make it 1, 2, 3, and then boom, you're a firefighter.
Yeah.
I still actually have my fire card on me, my old one.
And forgive me, was this before or after the bank stuff?
Oh, this was after the bank.
After.
Yeah, this is after. This is my picture, and then on the back it says the FF2.
And they don't care that you had a criminal record?
No, they actually do. They don't do background checks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know in prison they offer fire camp.
Okay.
Yeah, and people from prison, they get a chance to join a program where they join Cal Fire. It's strenuous and it keeps you away from your family. I think for like 18 months, or you get scared of that before you leave. But a lot of people made good careers out of it, and I'm connected with them, and not everybody.
Are you still active or not anymore?
This year, no. I was as of 21 and 22. I didn't do 23. I haven't done 24. I'll more than likely do 25 unless because my careers change all the time in positive ways. So you never know, because they pay like $7,000 a month. Yeah, so
The fireman?
yeah, as a private firefighter. So it's like being a private military contractor, a PMC, a mercenary. They get paid by private companies and firms to go work for either the feds, for either different countries, but instead it's for fire, and we get paid to work for either different state agencies, local or federal agencies, or tribal.
What is the worst experience or fire you got to like put out or see? Like, what's the wildest experience I would say you faced as a fireman?
The wildest, I'd say, was we were all tons of trucks surrounding a huge area, getting ready to backburn this place before this gigantic fire starts hitting towards us. This is like a 300,000, 500,000 acre fire, and then so we're ready to just burn off a small section to keep the other sections as safe as possible. And what ended up happening is that the guys that were with us didn't cover our back. And so 12 of them went the opposite way and didn't keep eyes on us, while we went and were burning off the part that we were supposed to burn off. And then all of a sudden we catch ourselves, we see that the fire jumped, and it went into the area that was going to burn before that was going to burn. And then all of a sudden you see 100-foot flames coming up everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. And so we're like, oh shoot, we gotta get the heck out of here, because we already burned everything behind us, and it's coming towards us. And so we all had to slide down and then a book for our lives because the fires were coming at us this way, that way, this way, that way, and the 100-foot wall of flame was closing our exit area, and so yeah, I was the last one to get out of there, and I could feel it. I could feel it all over my face, all the flames, because I had my shroud on and I had all my equipment on, but it was I could, it barely. We all barely made it.
Yeah.
That was one of the closest deaths I think I had
Sounds terrible.
to.
Sounds terrible, like a maze of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was insane. I'll never forget it. But I had great captains and great foremen, but it was just yeah, that time was a close one. It's what's funny is that I usually wear these Gucci glasses during fires too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just like to try and do it in style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah. I definitely would want to see that in a movie, though.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Inmate firefighters, yeah. I mean, I've come to find that they can be some of the most professional wildland firefighters to exist, equivalent to Type 1 if you're talking about LA County, because there's only four inmate fire stations at LA County, one next to a federal station where they have a bulldozer, and yeah, I mean, I've also had to swing a chainsaw for 15 hours straight while I had a helicopter dropping water on me over and over and over and over again, because we're just trying to save these homes and schools and neighborhoods, and then one time we were also a fire was like in the suburbs going right through it, and we had to walk through the houses, and then another one. And we stopped it, like literally I put my hands into the flames to get it out of there and put it in the black, and then some crazy kids record themselves in the black while the black is referring to what's been burned over, and you just see some crazy kids going on dirt bikes, freaking doing jumps on it and whatnot, like
Not taking it serious.
It's being crazy, and then it's
I had a question with that.
yeah.
So, all right. So I'm a firefighter.
Yeah.
I'm fighting fire.
Yeah.
And then I have these guys in prison. They're fighting fire.
Yeah.
So, what is the pay equality in that? Like, because these guys are in prison.
Yeah.
And they right beside me fighting fire. Because in California there's fires and terror. How do the prisoners get paid, or if they even do?
So one of the incentives that Newsom promised was that you stay out of trouble and then you get your record expunged, but they don't show you how you're gonna expunge your record, because I'm guessing they just want you to go back to prison. And then two, the pay is $1 an hour, $1.75 a day, but they split that in half because of restitution.
If you get restitution.
And so people like me were making like $70 a month, like, and you have to eat. They feed you, but not that well in LA County, and they give you the worst
Or
equipment.
anywhere.
Cal Fire, yeah. And Cal Fire usually has the good stuff. But they tricked us into LA County, and shout out to LA County because they were the best trainers, and I wouldn't be the man I am today without them. And the pay is significantly different. The inmate firefighters should be paid at least minimum wage, because they really, it's a secret society that they are in, that people don't know about, because it's all in the woods, and so that's why the pay is so different. Like I go from $1 a day, like $70 a month, to $7,000 a month in fire pay.
That's the difference. 70 to 7,000.
Yeah.
I have to ask. I couldn't help but notice prison keeps being brought up. What do you know about prison or jail or whatever?
Oh well, I got a lot of. I'm the youngest in my family, so I got a lot of incarcerated brothers and stuff. I ain't never been in prison, but
Good.
I talk to them on the phone every day. My best friend, he ended up getting life, so
Yeah.
I know about the prison. I went to Scared Straight when I was young, San Quentin, and I guess it scared me straight. I just never been there.
Right.
Like I'm not built for it. Like my brothers, they built for it. I'm not built for it. I like my own space.
Yeah.
Like to eat what I want, and I don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't like politics.
Yeah.
Like if I go sit at a table with a tongue in, before I go sit at a table with, I see one of my, I've been in county jail, and I've seen some of my white friends I went to high school with. Oh man, you can't sit next to me at this table. What you mean? We grew with each other. You went to high school, junior high. Oh man, it's just the way it is. I don't like politics.
Yeah, me neither.
So I stay out of jail.
Yeah, that's why when I was in prison, I rolled with the Asians. They because I'm El Salvadorian.
Yeah.
I don't have to choose to be with the Mexicans or this.
So
that,
why you
way.
on North Dam?
Yeah, so because and plus I didn't like the racism, so
Yeah.
so I was like able to like be
Which it still exists
It exists, and
to
so
this day.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get stabbed over stuff like that, and so luckily, yeah. I mean, the way I ran it, the way I went about things with myself, yeah, I was eating with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool
Right.
because I couldn't stand like you know what I mean those kind of rules.
Yeah, that's why I say I can't stand the
I'm
politics.
not with the racists.
Yeah.
Yes, even before 2020.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that was some crazy years. It seemed like it was just crazy. It was chaos. People was using really, I mean, we was using like I know in my community, we was using that to just anything. Like if we see a piece of jewelry in the window, we say Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
If we see a car we want, Black Lives Matter, gun to the head, give me this car, black. We was using that for any excuse during the pandemic. And there was a lot of other stuff going on too, but I mean, if you turn on the news, that's all you see is riots. And I hate to say it, but a lot of stuff was just people wanting to steal. It wasn't,
that's
it wasn't
what it was.
for
It really
Black Lives
was.
Matter. I mean,
Yeah.
all lives matter.
That's what it was.
That's really what it was. When it comes down to it, it's people looting.
Yeah.
And I hate to be the one to say it, but that's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it
Well,
was.
truth is truth.
Truth is true. Truth is true.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there didn't even know what the protest was for. They
Yeah.
just knew they just was hoping to get a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call it what it is. Yeah. But I try to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
I try to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a must.
Yeah. I am known. I got a couple DUIs. I got maybe 3 or 4 DUIs.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
We're in the
3 or
same-
4?
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. DUIs. Yeah.
It's rough.
And they take DUIs more serious than like,
Yeah, because you could fucking kill yourself and 10 other people in the process.
Yeah, I learned that in my MAD class.
Yeah.
Mothers Against Drug Drivers. MAD class.
Yeah, I learned
Right.
how selfish it can really be.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is. It is. That's what it is. Being selfish to yourself, in your wallet, you know.
You know, I never wanted to drive in my life. I don't
Yeah.
drive. I don't have a driver's license. I don't want to drive.
Oh my
I
god.
wanna own a
know a lot of
car.
people like
What?
that.
I don't want to do it because I know
Yeah.
like I'm fucking selfish as fuck. I'll get pissed off when you're being stupid. You're not going. Why aren't you going? Why are you driving? You're fucking 80 years old. Get the fuck out of the road.
Yeah, move.
Oh my god.
I just can't do it. I
That's
can't,
funny.
dude. I can't. People
Wow.
are so stupid. I'm stupid. I need to not be in the road.
I've never met somebody that's done that. That's amazing.
I know because I limit myself
I got an
on
uncle.
a lot
on
of
my job.
things. Yeah. But people have to just respect it, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell myself having a chauffeur. Just being honest.
Yeah.
It could still happen.
Hey, it works. When I was 18 and doing crazy partying, like before that, I had pretty much friends that were good chauffeurs and we went to the wildest parties. And to me, it gave me this perspective of like Like these are things you can buy, like these houses, these gigantic cribs.
Yeah, you just gotta work for it.
Exactly.
Today, in this podcast, we have to model working for it, because a lot of people have lost the meaning of working for it.
Mhm.
I'm impatient, but I still know the point of working for my shit. Okay,
Making things happen.
you have to.
Yeah.
So
You gotta work.
a lot of people nowadays just want shit handed, and I'm
Yeah.
not about that. I
Oh.
can't be.
That won't
Yeah,
work.
the new generation, they think everything is handed.
Which
They
is
don't
lucky
work
for us because we can work and well, not extort, but you know, we name the prices now.
Yeah.
It could be for the people that work.
Yeah, but I don't want people to lose sight of what it actually takes, to build things,
Yeah.
to work hard, to have a dream, because it's not easy. Life's not intended to be easy.
No, yeah, not at all.
So,
Anything that comes easy leaves easy. Anything that comes easy leaves.
I think that's the truth.
mhm.
Yeah, I learned that throughout life. You know, I spent 10 years of just living, just no job, no work, just living how I want to live, spending money. And I guess this is my 10 years of just learning responsibility this time. So a decade of just chilling, and now I got a decade of work. So either you choose to take care of your money when you're young, so it can take care of you when you're older, or you choose to have a good time when you're young and have to work when you're older.
And save along the process.
And save on the
Yeah.
process, yep.
Because if you don't save and
Invest.
or invest,
Yeah, invest.
when
You must invest. You must invest.
when something bad happens, you don't have funds to do shit, and
Yeah.
sometimes shit happens, and you
Shit.
need that extra.
One comment.
One
It
comment.
always
Oh,
happens.
we have one comment.
It's from
It's not-
Double Up.
Double
What's the topic of discussion?
Life. We're
Bank,
having a discussion
Bank-
about
bank robbery.
bank robbery, a whole bunch of different things. Topic of discussion is career and just getting to know us better as artists and people working hard.
Yeah, first episode, we should get to know, let the audience get to know us.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Don't rob banks. Work so that you don't have to rob banks, and if you're an entrepreneur, you get to reap the benefits because Mark Cuban himself is billionaire, owns the Mavericks. My mentality. I love his mentality because the way he sees things is that he'd rather make $50K a year working 80 hours a week than working for somebody else making 75, 100K a year.
That's one of my favorite people on the Shark Tank too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's a real one.
he real, for real.
Yeah,
And he got the Mavericks. I know he happy right now.
I think he sold the Mavericks, didn't he?
I didn't
Wait,
know that.
didn't they win the
Yeah, they just they one game away from winning.
one?
One game away.
They beat Denver.
Yeah,
Which
they
was-
did beat the champs.
Yeah.
Did they beat the champs?
They-
I think Minnesota beat the champs. Minnesota beat the champs.
Oh, well, either way,
Yeah.
they're a really strong team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love sports too. It's nothing about me. I love sports.
Oh, I love playing.
Hitting all stereotypical male dominant things.
Everything.
Jail, freaking
Yeah.
video games,
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah, everything.
sports.
Sports. Yep. I love football. I love basketball. Sports. All
Yeah.
Sports.
Who's your favorite Niners? They say Niners. Football.
My favorite team, me being from Oakland,
Oh.
I'm gonna
You
have
got-
to
you
say
You don't have a team
got-
anymore.
that
You don't have
I
a team.
am a Raider.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I love the Niners. Much love, you know.
I'm walking out of this episode. I can't handle it.
Much
I'm a Niner.
love, much love, but I'm a Raider. They kind of represent our city, how we overcome.
For sure.
It's like it's more than being a Raider. We ain't seen so many losses, but we keep on coming back. It's just like the city of Oakland.
But they're not in Oakland anymore.
It's just like the city of Vegas. Just like the city of Vegas. Just like the city of Los Angeles. Just like I don't know how many other places we
And when they started when they were going crazy, you know, they had a bunch of felons on their
Yeah,
team
yeah,
and all
that's
kinds of
exactly how the
crazy
Raiders
shit.
started.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that represents Oakland,
They
like
represent.
that's Oakland right there.
Don't represent Oakland.
It doesn't represent Oakland in that fashion, but I'm just saying they were felons and they gave them second
The
chance.
mascot is a pirate, I believe. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Or was, I don't
it
know
was.
anymore.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
still is.
How do you feel about having no teams in Oakland, actually?
It's basically. I feel like basically they trying to just make like a wasteland. Like they taking
I
everything
don't
out.
think they're trying, I think that's what it's
It's
become.
becoming a wasteland.
San Francisco too.
In San Francisco, and soon they just gonna let the government take over. The whole government gonna take over the police, all rights, and we already got cameras going out. I think like 400 cameras or something.
I've started noticing those.
Yeah, it's gonna get bad before it get good. But I give it up like 10, 12 years, maybe it start turning on. Yeah.
Since they're so worried about topic of discussion,
Mm.
and the podcast is called The Grind.
Grind.
Please tell me what you guys are working on and what are your dreams, goals as of right now?
Okay. Once again, what again?
Rock, paper, scissors. I'm
Oh
serious.
yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, with me, I'm trying to actually start up my own podcast, content creating. I detail cars for a living. Not only do I want to detail, I want to record myself while I detail. It's a lot of how
Even
to
better,
do it.
yeah. People need to see that.
People need to see that. And I think I can get a couple of views, so I'm like, get it. I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna keep on detailing cars and build my business.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But remember, in the process, and I think this would be my most solid advice to anyone, including myself, help people along the way as you're building your empire, because people need help.
Yeah.
And you help yourself when you help other people.
Yeah, what you get.
You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that.
That would be my advice, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
Right now, so I do modeling, acting for as a more of a side job, along with firefighting when I kind of feel like it because it's private firefighting. So I'm gonna be. It's more of when I choose to because it is a demanding job. It's
Yeah.
really hard. But I mean I'm young, so I don't talk about the excuses. But I'm going to be getting back into solar sales. I used to be a car salesman, and in the last month I sold 11 cars. But so now I'm going into solar because John L. Sullivan sold his company probably for several $billion because they made $700 million in annual revenue. So because we were pushing them, and then so I plan on right now getting back into solar and also do. I'm gonna be doing some AI modeling for a company. Yeah, Friday, and
You better send me some pictures because that sounds interesting.
yeah, I will. Yeah, they're based out of Florida, and they what I will be doing so that I can pay the bills will be solar sales, which is gonna be door to door.
Door-to-door selling. However, I have a pitch to pitch you.
Yeah.
I keep hearing fireman and entrepreneur, and I know I'm a content creator, and I know in the content creator industry, merchandise is a very big thing. Now, how about you sell merchandise with fireman merchandise?
I've been meaning.
I think you could pull that
That's
off.
a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, actually, a friend and I actually do collaborate on merchandise because he actually goes back and forth to LA to make shirts and clothing, and we make like stuff like stuff with cross guns, and then like 4 bulldogs, and then along with like other creative stuff. It's called Half Black Heaven's Basement. And it's because he's half black, half Mexican,
Oh, nice.
and and so we do a lot of creative stuff like loose lips sink ships, like white shirt, but with the bottom it shows like waves. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
so much money to be made in
Yeah,
merchandise.
like
So
that.
much. Cars. You love cars. Same
Yeah.
advice as
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
with
it's money in
cars
Yeah, it's money in
instead.
cars, yeah.
Or else, you know, there's so much shit we could do, but you
Yeah.
just have to be willing to actually do it and see it through. man.
Yeah.
I'll put that in my notes.
I'm
too.
so excited for you guys. 'Cause you
Yeah.
guys, I don't know, we're hungry. We're
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah,
We want
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
starving over here.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I love the
mean,
grind. I love the grind.
those, the jet fuel and the hanger cost ain't gonna pay itself.
Right,
Exactly. Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
So, I guess my next question would be how would you guys fund these ideas or these things that you guys want to do? Because a lot of it requires money, out of pocket
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
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 Like a podcast, this is all gonna be it's coming out of
Yeah.
my own pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How I fund mine? I just work. Like I just save my money from working, from detailing cars, side hustles. I like the sneaker flipping. I like the flip
Nice.
sneaker.
Oh,
I got a
that's
couple
good, yeah.
hustles. Yeah, I got
That's money.
that's how I support my
Who the
dreams.
hell doesn't love shoes, man?
Yeah,
I
everybody
love
loves sneakers.
I love
I
shoes.
love sneakers. I love sneakers. I
Yeah.
love sneakers. Like that's my life. That's my life.
I don't have enough money to buy myself
Yeah.
shoes, but when I do, spoil myself here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really a thing when I was younger. As I got older, I look at a pair of shoes. I said, like, that's a PG deal. I'm gonna pass.
Right.
It's easier to do that now. I'm like, that's a
Do
deal.
you record yourself doing that with the shoes?
Yeah,
and stuff?
I got videos detailing the shoe too, cause I could restore a shoe from the sole bottom.
Nice.
I enjoy
Oh,
doing that.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
enjoy
good money.
So I've been wanting to do content on it, but I should have been making videos of it. I just haven't had time, but I'm really interested in that.
Do it, dude. Yeah, 'cause
I know,
that's
Are you just busy
Yeah.
working or?
Yeah, I'm just busy working.
Okay.
Because I saw a video of this guy. He does shoe restoration,
Yeah.
and he gets business from like celebrities and
You
everybody.
talking about Reshoevnator? Yeah.
I'm not sure what his name is. He's like I believe he's foreign.
He's Arabic.
Something like that.
Arabic descent.
Yeah.
That's like my mentor. You don't know it, but that's who I look up for. I look up to.
Yeah, he like
Yeah,
like,
that's Reshoevnator.
Yeah, he cuts everything
Yeah.
and he makes it look like.
Yeah, that's one of my role models. I ain't seen
Yeah.
every video, watched it 100 times.
He goes hard.
Yeah. One time he found a pair of Jordans that was signed by Jordans. He
Oh,
By
restored
Jordan
them
himself?
by Jordan himself.
wow,
Yeah.
that's hard.
Yeah. It's nice when you can restore shoes because you can find a pair of Jordans for $6 on eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
Restore them. Yeah, $10.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw them away.
Yeah.
You can restore them and sell them for maybe 150, 100, maybe more than that. If they're like originals, you can probably restore them so maybe 300.
Wow, you have to have the eye.
You gotta have an eye for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
know what you're looking at.
You restore anything, long as the sole's not grinded down too much, because you can't do nothing about the sole, like the bottom part. But,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart as hell.
Yeah, but.
And are you down to teach people how to do this
Yeah.
stuff, or is something you do yourself?
Um,
Yourself only.
I'm down to teach people anything. Like I went to school for a couple things, so I'm whatever my friends know, whatever I know I do, before I'm even done doing it, I'm on the phone with them, telling them, hey, you need to get up. It's a new program that can help you out. This a new program that can help you out. I'm spreading the word. I love helping people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I love helping people.
Okay.
I do it so much to the point where I almost screw myself trying to help people.
Yeah.
So lesson learned: help
Because,
yourself first
Exactly.
before you help everybody
Make
else.
sure you're
Yeah.
good before you
You gotta
can
be
you
careful.
can you can
Yeah.
you can start dispersing.
You gotta be careful with
You gotta
that.
make sure your stuff is secure. You gotta
You
make
gotta-
sure you're on.
Right.
You're
You
on.
gotta be careful.
A lot of times I haven't done that, and recently too.
Hey, I hand out. I do annual feeding with my friend from Nigeria. We feed the homeless and we feed the needy during Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we do that every year. He put me onto it, and it's a blessing, and so sometimes helping people like that in times like
Yeah,
that.
they really need it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because
know.
it helps you too.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, he's always been the luckiest guy I've ever known. Like, it's so funny. The one.
That's why.
Yeah, it's like it was to the point when we were in college that we would go up to like those wheels where you win money, and then he walks up to it. We walk up to it, and I know him, so he's just like, hey, I know I'm gonna win this, but by the way, what do I get to win? She's like, you win a $25 Starbucks gift card, and so he spins it, boom, wins it.
Always. Always.
Yeah.
I think good people with good hearts, good soul. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but eventually your time comes. God shine the light on you, and all the work you have done, all the love you have done, usually shows. And it's vice versa too. If you're a bad person and you've done a lot of hating, not bad, it's gonna eventually
Catch up to you.
A lot of evil people do exist.
Yeah.
So you gotta be
Yeah.
careful for that.
You gotta watch.
But there's a lot of good people
Like,
also.
Oh yeah,
a lot of
tons
good
of
people.
Last question I'll ask you guys.
Okay.
Any paranormal activity you have either heard of, seen, or experienced yourself?
Yeah.
You can start off with that.
Okay, so I had a dream, right? So I had two dreams. One of them was where before I got into firefighting, professional firefighting, I had a dream where I was overlooking Mexico, like or a beach resort, and then at the line of the beach, there's a whirlpool, and I was just so fascinated by the dream that I looked into it, and there's actually like info on it, and what it means is that like if you're in the whirlpool, you're drowning. That you're lost. But for me at the time things were so wild. It pretty much was telling me that you have to be careful in the next coming weeks about what you're gonna do. Otherwise, you could end up in that whirlpool. And the other one was I was in like Italy, mid-century. Black, everything was black and white,
Yeah.
and I'm just there, and everything's cobblestone, Italian architecture, or maybe Spaniard, and it looked more Italian. And then out of nowhere, there's black water everywhere. And then out of nowhere, this guy, you know the doctors from the Italian doctors that used to wear the noses, the big nose, the big white noses, the masks. So he pops out of the water, but he has a monster that looks like that has six gigantic as hell, with 6 legs, a mouth that looks like a leech, and he has this thing on a leash, and then he just casually walks by me, and the way I interpreted it was control your own demons, control your beast.
These were dreams?
Yeah,
Okay.
control your beast.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
How about yourself?
As far as the question was,
Any supernatural?
any supernatural, I don't know. Like, how do I even talk about stuff like that? Like,
Well, a bad weed trip maybe?
maybe.
You know, or you were
But,
just.
when I was younger, I experienced a lot of stuff. You know, I was born with a veil over my eyes. Like, I seen a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like, I seen a lot of stuff, and I experienced a lot of stuff. You know, I went to a lot of therapy to tell me it's not real. So, the question, I mean, yeah, like when it comes to me, yes, I believe in spirits. I have seen a lot of spirits. I have seen a lot of people that I found out later on had passed away. That, you know, there's no way at my age I could have known them. A lot of stuff had happened to me as far as that subject. So
Gotcha.
I don't really touch that subject.
Right,
It's
right.
a little touchy.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's very hard. Yeah.
I mean, God could tell you things, you know, just sitting here, you know? A leaf might fall down, and it could mean something.
Yeah.
You just have to be open-minded,
You gotta be open-minded.
you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of
Yeah.
wild stuff out there.
Like that dream, like controlling your beast. Like
Right.
I never forget it.
Right.
And it's true because like I got 4 DUIs in a year, and it was like I didn't control my beast.
Right.
And
Not only control them, but you know,
but tame them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything you guys want to say?
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts.
I enjoyed the interview. It's like an open book.
Yeah.
It was a lot of surprises. A lot of stuff I didn't expect. Stuff like that.
I want to know when your first episode of your podcast will be.
I'm working on it right now.
I want to
I'm
hold
working
you
on
to that.
it.
I want a month.
A
Give me,
month?
give me.
30 days.
Yeah. We need to see this work out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel like you're just gonna be. Oh, I'm working on it. I'm working, and this day will never come.
Okay. Right.
Ask around for people for equipment. You know, like
Yeah.
like you
Yeah,
know what
no,
I'm
no, I
saying?
already got equipment. I just ain't. I just
Set it
haven't-
up, set
I
it up,
just-
bro.
You know what it really is? I'm dealing with a 16-year-old. She's giving me a run for my money.
That's an
Your
excuse.
daughter.
My angel is. She's
That's-
giving me a run for my money right now. I mean, I have never. She has so much energy. So I'm gonna get to
I believe it.
It's,
You
it's
know.
tough. That's tough.
Yeah, because the right time will come, and
Right
you'll
time.
feel the
Yeah.
motivation, and
Yeah.
you'll know when to pick up that camera and
Yeah.
start talking
But
about
get on
what
it
you're doing.
quick though,
Thank you,
because
thank you.
No, there's no rush. There's no
Yeah.
rush. Sometimes you need that break,
yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll come, just like it came to me to pick up the camera again.
yeah.
I was unmotivated, and I went to, luckily Oakland.
Yeah.
I went to watch went to work a soccer game, and I got very motivated by one player, and I said, I need to build up my audience, and then ask her she'll come on the,
Yeah,
he or
and
she
then
will
I-
come on the
Then
podcast,
I'll get back to you.
and then I'll
Yeah.
have to,
Yeah,
exactly.
then I
So
get
I
back.
got the motivation to do that,
Yeah.
So I still want to see it happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Okay.
happen. Give me 30 days. Give me
All right.
30 days.
So that's what his grind is, the podcast.
Yeah.
Your grind is
My grind is basically to retire my mother and buy her whatever
No.
she wants. And,
you're gonna retire mother this year.
Not this year. I don't have a time frame because right now I'll be doing.
Oh, that's your overall goal. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and right, but right now I have an opportunity to be making 100K plus a year, and then 275K a year within 6 months. That's where I'm pursuing. But I hate kind of having bosses, but
Me too.
yeah. So I'm really still finding myself in. I know I'm a salesman, so
Right.
so
So you're just gonna be hustling. That's what
hustling,
you're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
hustle.
I'm
To
hustling.
retire your mother or your parents.
Oh, of course,
Yes.
yeah. I dream it now. I see it. I see her in a yellow Duesenberg just hanging out on the green grass on a sunny day, and we're just we're just having the time of our lives.
Yeah.
And we can go wherever we want. Mom, you want to go to Italy? Oh, Mom, you're already in Venice. Mom.
Well,
you're
you're
in
gonna hear in the podcast being manifested. For me, it's a very short one. It's to film on the back. That's the newest script I wrote. I hope to record it in June or July of this summer, and that's our dreams. That's our goals. That's what we're working on. Please subscribe. Where can you find these gentlemen at if you want to follow them?
You can follow me at Prince Gucci-ness on Instagram.
And you can follow me, the Juice Jones, on Twitter or X.
There you go.
Twitter is X.
Yeah. Yeah. Subscribe to all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
For sure.
See you guys next time.
Yes. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Publish it. Publish it.